Well, it's midnight again. We're down to 3 days. We've got Friday, Saturday, and we're leaving on Sunday morning. Today was a spectacular day. We got a lot accomplished. We got all of the signs done for the truck. Tomorrow I'm going to mount them on the framework of the truck, put on the flags, and we're ready to roll. Today somebody asked me, what are you really doing? Why are you doing this? And I had to give a little bit of thought to that because it's kind of a project that very few people would ever even think of doing. And I think the reason that I'm doing it is, number one, I don't want my grandchildren exposed to this kind of propaganda where the transgender group and the gay group has taken over the media and is trying to educate kindergarten kids into their way of life. Now, I have a second reason for not wanting this to happen. Back when I was 4 years old, I was taken and was involved in the very situation that we see on this video. I was made to do things and live like I was a girl. And I know what it did to my mind, and I know how long it took to get my thinking straightened out to the point where I could really understand what's going. Now, for some reason, the gay folks seem to think that they have to have the young people educated. You know, they accomplished the goal of having equal rights, and they even got protected speech, which, as former gay people, we don't have. Then they went for the gay marriage, and they got that accomplished. At the same time, they've overturned the traditional definition of marriage in the United States. So they got their equal rights, they got their gay marriage, and within 2 weeks we find a cartoon program coming out to draw our children into the lifestyle that we don't agree with. So those are the three reasons that I'm really doing this. Now, some people say, you're in it for the money. Well, there is no money in it. I'm just going to drive to Washington and I'm going to go on faith. There is no way that I have enough money to do that right now. But one at a time, the little donations are coming in. Our immediate need is for several people to pledge or send enough money for 1 day's travel for fuel and the food. We're going to accomplish approximately 250 miles a day, which is going to be maybe 15 gallons of fuel. I'll be alone on this trip as of right now. I haven't found anybody that wants to go or has the time or the ability to go. So I'm going to make the trip alone, and I eat cheap. I can get by on less than $20 a day. So if we can find 10 people or 20 people that will pledge 1 day's fuel and 1 day's food, the trip will be done completely. Because the wonderful lady that you're going to see in the video about the signs made it possible for us to have our signage at a price that you couldn't believe. The other signs, the big department store where I got some of the smaller signs made, literally charged me pennies on the dollar for what they can do. In other words, God's providing for us. He's setting it up so we can make this trip. I still have to have churches in various cities. If anybody's in the Dallas area, in the next day, I need to hear from you. Somebody in Dallas that has a church that's willing to allow me to come into the parking lot and hold my rally in the evening or during the day. That's very important. Little Rock, Arkansas is next. After that, we have Memphis. So if you're in any of those cities or you know anybody in those cities, have them call me. Otherwise, I'm just going to go to a truck stop and set up and sit right there and take names for the petition that I'm going to have with me. Whatever needs to be done is what we're going to do. But God has put this in my mind to do. I believe that firmly, so I'm going to do it. I think that's about enough for the update for today. Tomorrow I'll let you know more progress that we're having, and I hope you will enjoy working with me and watching me as I go on this trip, because every day I'm going to do a little blog, take some more pictures, and ride with me. And if you should see me on the highway, pull up beside me, honk your horn, wave your hand. Let me know that you support not having our children bombarded with age inappropriate material that's designed to confuse them. I'm really upset about it. I know a lot of mothers are upset about it. In fact, the biggest thing I'm finding right now is most people don't even realize this cartoon show exists. Or if they have seen it, they haven't seen it. The kids are watching it, but they're not. And every time I explain to a parent what it really is, I get the same reaction. Not my children. I won't let them watch that. Well, you can't stop them from watching if we haven't educated the parent that the program is even there. So I think we have a very valid goal. When we get to D.C., we want to pass this information on to some of our senators and some of the folks at the Federal Communications Commission. And we have several big things planned in Washington. I look forward to getting there, and I'm going to leave Houston in 3 days. Sunday morning, we're taking off somehow, somewhere, and I need a coordinator to help me do it. Also, any city that you know that has a newspaper, I need somebody to take the initiative and pass the story on to the newspapers so that we can get some publicity on this program. Now, you all have a good night. As I say, it's 1 o'clock in the morning where I am. It's been a long, long day. I've got to get some sleep, but I wanted to update you on what's happening. The rest of this video, you're going to see the signs being made so that we can transform our old red truck into something really spectacular that will look good going down the highway. God bless you all. Go to the website, acceptancefellowship.com. Help us out. I'm still very much interested in finding the 20 people that will pledge 1 day's fuel or 1 day's food, and we can do this trip completely. Have a good night now.
Yeah. So you're just gonna put that in, and you got it laid out already? The lettering?
I got network laid out.
Network laid out, okay. So it's printing it out, and it'll cut the letters, and then you put them on, and we'll be done. Sounds good. Now I'm gonna go look at my truck. Take a picture of my truck.
It's not that easy.
That is one pretty sign. I think it looks good. It's level, it's balanced, gets a message across. It's really nice. All right.
Got it?
So that's the way it's going to be. We're going to have one flag up right next to the cab.
I'm gonna move my hand, okay?
All right, let me see if it'll hold up.
Hurry up!
All right, we're taking your shadows in the head. There you go.
It's falling!
You got it. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah.